Ladies and gentlemen, you are now watching the hottest sports podcast in the South, the best damn sports podcast, period. This is...
Do you feel the vibes?
Yo, what is up on the Black Friday edition of Sentell right here live on YouTube? I hardly ever do a Friday show, but I figured I need to do a Friday show the day before rivalry Saturday in college football. Is one of the best Saturdays of the season. But let me first, shout outs. Abbeville Panthers tonight. They playing tonight. The Dixie Hornets are also in the playoffs tonight for high school football in about an hour and a half from now. But hey, we got a big weekend in college football. We have some good NFL action yesterday on Thanksgiving Day. We'll get to that as well. And to help me do it, I have a triumphant group of sports enthusiasts with me. Two guys who really don't need no introduction. I'm going to give one anyway. To my left, the one and only Wentz Woods is back in the building. To my far right, Tony Buck Thomas is in the house. And making his YouTube debut on this show, Double T is in the building. Talis Thomas is in the house. We had to finally get you down here. You hadn't been in on the first. This is the first edition you done been on the show in this other season, but we glad to have you here. What's up?
Been a little tied up between school and.
Hey, you ain't got to tell everybody all your business, but we glad to have you in here. We understand we all work here, so we all have to kind of put this thing to a side. But welcome into the program. You know who I am, the sensational Sentell Whiteman. Like I say, we got so much to get into the rivalry weekend, NBA action. We got some NFL stuff. I'm gonna give you my power rankings in just a little bit. The first ones of the season. That first Sentell power rankings of the season coming up in just a few minutes. Hey, typically I do this on a Thursday, but I ain't been on a Thursday, but it's a Friday. So I gotta give you a sucker of the week. So I gotta give it to you. I have to give you a sucker of the week, and you know what time it is. Let's get to it. Sentell's sucker of the week.
Can you dig it, sucker? Sucker.
Yeah, you know what time it is. Sentell sucker of the week. And man, look, let me tell you something. I got a group of suckers. I got multiple suckers in this equation. I feel bad for saying for some of these people. I just feel bad for these people. The city of Detroit, I want you to say, the city of Detroit, the front office of Detroit Lions, the president, the owners, all of you people are suckers. Because you've been paying Matthew Stafford a lot of money. Let me give you the numbers of Matthew Stafford. Let me tell you what he's made in 10 years as an NFL quarterback, the money that Matthew Stafford has made. $178 million. You would think that would buy you a lot of things in this day and age in this economy. $178 million. You would think that would buy you a lot of good stuff, right? A lot of good deals. $178 million. $178 million Matthew Stafford has made from the Lions. And I bring it up to say this. This is why I bring this up. So, 10 years in the NFL, Matthew Stafford has been to the playoffs. How many times you think you go to the playoffs, 10 years, you make $178 million, you assume you go to the playoffs every year.
10 years?
Yeah, I expect 10 years. I expect 10 years of playoffs, $178 million. 3 playoff appearances. No division titles. 0-3 in those playoff appearances. Career record of 64-72. Can I interest you in that?
Wow. You know what? It's funny that, we give Romo so much, hate and everything like that, but, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. But see, certain people get passes, and he's one of these guys that get passes.
For a long time.
To get the money that you're getting, and you got 3 playoff appearances, no division titles?
That's why Detroit is Detroit.
No division titles? And the poor people of Detroit, they went through the thing with the Ford dealerships and all that crashing down, and they had to, all that good. They had to do Obama had to do the thing, and
got clean water.
to get, Flint, Michigan struggling, and they got to deal with this. They shouldn't have to deal with Matthew Stafford and his incompetence, and he flat out lost that game yesterday. You right, I said it. He lost that game yesterday. That interception he threw in that out route was pathetic. That is something a first-year quarterback would do. I mean, just a lazy attempt at a throw that had no business being thrown. He just threw it to Eddie Jackson to the house, pick six, and then he threw one in the end zone to end the game, and he blamed the receiver when clearly you just can't throw the ball up in that situation. So Matthew Stafford, you're not the sucker. It's the Detroit Lions organization. It's the owner, the forwards. I feel sorry for the forward people. I feel sorry for the Detroit, people who are around the area in the community, the GM. All of you are suckers because you have paid this guy $178 million to be a damn bomb. He is below average. 64, 72 says itself. This is what the record tell you is. That what Bill Parcells told me. Hey, you told me you are what your record says you are. He's 64 and 72.
You're on fire.
I have always told you he's like Lay's potato chip. Once he throw one interception,
you can't
he's
just
gonna throw one up like Lay's potato chip.
So you can't just have one. You just can't have one.
I told you that long time ago.
So they come in pairs.
When he throws it, he throws multiple interceptions.
So with that being said, the city of Detroit, the ownership group of Detroit Lions, the president, the GM, the head coaches that have come and gone, the offensive coordinators and all, you are without a doubt this week's Sentell's Sucka of the week.
2-5 Jim Caldwell.
Wow. Wow. Jim Caldwell, clearly not the problem.
Clearly not the problem in here. The city of Detroit.
Let's transition to a hot topic before we're going to get to your games in a little bit because only like 4 or 5 we really care about. We're going to get to the rivalry game. But let's kind of transition to something that's been going on in the NBA that's kind of a big story. The KD Draymon Green saga has reached a crescendo, it seems. It's clear that the Durant will not be here next year. Hell, I'm not even sure they make it through this year without killing each other. I'll start to the left because I know you're an NBA guy. Your thoughts on the Draymond KD situation?
They'll make it through the season. I'm gonna just go ahead and say that first. But as far as next year, KD will not be a Warrior next year. No telling where he might end up. Who knows? But I don't want to say I seen it coming, but you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, I understood where KD was coming from. But at the same time, KD he run up on the wrong person trying to argue with. You know what I'm saying? That's what Draymond do. So exactly. So
well, the thing about that is that I always told you, Steph Curry is the leader of that team. He's the man of that team. So, with his injury, a little bit of chaos is going on. But, hey, Draymond is looking for a max contract also. So, who says? It not be KD. Maybe Draymond, but we don't know.
He's not pretty sure you're out the net.
Yeah, I know, but he's not. But anything can happen. Yeah. But this is the thing about it is this, that right now they out of the last 10 games, I think they're 4-6. So that's another thing. So they're not playing well, and that's the biggest thing. But when Curry come back, you can see that team goes better when Curry is there.
I agree with that, but I don't think this is a Curry situation. I think this is a grown man calling another grown man the B word several times, multiple times. And he does not respect KD. He does not respect KD.
I don't think it was more of the B word. I don't think it was more of the B word. I think it was more that we don't need you here than the B word. That's what I think it was. B word, I think he could have got over that. But when he said just like everybody, just like everybody else, you gotta think about it. Just like everybody, you gotta think about it. What do KD do? KD always snap back on chat. Why? When people tell him that he joined the team, that he shouldn't have joined, all that they didn't needed him, blah this and blah that. And so but that's what hit him. That's what he.
But honestly, did they really need it? Did they win? Did they win without him?
Oh, they needed him because Barnes did not get the job done that year that they lost to Cleveland, and he had wide open shots, so they had to go out and get a guy who could shoot the ball, and that's what they did. KD joined the team, he got championships, but I think that's the biggest thing, that the reason that he really is upset when he told him we don't need you. So if he do leave, he's gonna leave because of that, and then say, okay, I'm gonna go and challenge. not as much as
Yeah,
being soft. It's not as much as being soft. He just snaps back. He's not like a lot of the other guys that set back and don't say anything.
He got rabbit ears.
Yeah, he got rabbit ears.
He snaps back on who?
He got thin.
Not on Draymond. Obviously.
Not on Draymond.
Not on Draymond. Obviously. A fan said something. He snapped back. He went off the wall. As a reporter, he snapped back. He did not snap back on Draymond.
Draymond is not tough.
We know that. We know that. But neither's KD. Everything's right here. Everything's on the screen. All this feeling is right here.
But guess what though? Do you think they're not going to be in the NBA finals?
No, nobody believes that here. Nobody sit here and believe that.
What are we talking
about?
No, we just saying they 12-7. They lost 4 straight. They haven't won a game since this happened.
Yeah, they haven't won a game.
So obviously this is a factor because it's affecting them. But again, Curry's been out too.
It's not as much as that the spacing on the floor is horrible. If you were watching Golden State, the spacing on the floor is horrible now.
That's what happened. The best shooter
It's the best shooter in the game. And what's called Thompson been having a down year. You know, Thompson, he just had that one big game that he shot the ball well, but it's not this much about them beefing. Then the spacing on the floor is not there, and a lot of new guys are there playing, trying to get used to that. And I'll tell you one thing: that offense is just not. A lot of people think, oh, they got great offense because shoot. I think Steve Kerr runs a pretty good offense, and right now, like with Curry being out, that's what's hurting them.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I just want to touch bases on that. I mean, obviously, the Warriors are sitting in the middle of the pack of the Western Conference. I mean, they got the same losses as the LA Lakers.
What, the Lakers is on push the Lakers last 10 games. The Lakers are 8-2.
I'm glad you're here because I want to remind you about,
But they're still going to finish 8th?
No,
in what world? In what world?
No, I don't believe that.
You don't believe that.
No, you don't believe that.
You don't believe that.
No.
He don't believe that.
I made the prediction they're going to finish 8th.
It don't make no difference.
He don't believe
make
that.
no difference.
What they are right now?
Huh? They're not going to finish 8th.
But they won only one game out of first place. Well, 2 games out of first place.
They're not going to finish 8th.
I mean, the Memphis Grizzlies lead the Western Conference.
Yeah.
So you believe they're going to stay? No, it's not. The Clippers number 2.
Like I said,
No,
this
it's not.
is early. This is early.
It's
This is early. You got they got to get their feet continue to get wet.
So
it's gonna be changes. It's gonna be changes in the West in the next month or 2 months. We're not.
So let's we're gonna transition over and got some the Sentell's Intel. NFL Power Rankings coming up. I ain't did none. This is my first edition of my Power Rankings. You know, I always do 18, which is a quarter of the league. I don't do no 10, 15 team power rankings. I got 8 teams, and I'm finna give you my 8 teams, and I don't care if you agree with it or not, because they my power rankings, not yours, my power rankings. Let's do it. At number 8, the Houston Texans, 7-3. 6th ranked total defense in the NFL. 5th in points allowed. They started the season 0-3, but since then have rebounded nicely. Have won 7 straight games. They did lose Will Fuller, but did pick up Demaryius Thomas. Defense starting to come around. Deshaun Watson looks healthy again. Watch out for the Texans. At number 7, my AFC championship pick. Took a loss last weekend. I'm really disappointed. They lost to the Broncos. I'm kind of sick about that. 7-3. But they lost some key injuries. Corey Legit is out now. They lost Denzel Perryman last week. So this team is snake bitten. I mean, this is one of the most bad luck offenses I've ever seen in my life. People just get hurt for no reason. But you gotta love Phillip Rivers.
I do. I like that.
Exactly.
7 in points allowed. They got the 7th ranked total defense in the NFL. Chargers number 7. At number 6, the Monsters of the Midway. 8-3 now. They went on the road yesterday with a backup quarterback on a short week and won a game against the Detroit Lions and Matthew Stafford, which is not impressive. But that's beside the point. 8-3, you gotta respect them. Number 2 rush defense in the league. Number 10 in pass defense. 30 points allowed. Lead the whole NFL in 29 takeaways. The Bears. At number 5, the New England Patriots. Not a whole lot to say about it. They're just kind of quietly going along, not really playing good football. Tom Brady looks old.
Yeah.
Old.
He looks old.
1 year old.
Right now.
He looks old.
To it.
He looks old. Defense ain't quite been what it was in a long time. They can't get up the quarterback. They can't stop a whole lot of things. I don't worry about them because in the AFC, least the division, they'll win the division hands down. Because, I mean, for real, the Jets, the Dolphins, the Bills, really. So the New England Patriots at 5. At number 4,
By default.
that I picked to win the AFC North. A team that I talk about constantly because I trash them because they get on my damn nerves because they're a bunch of drama queens. And that's who they are. But they 7-2. Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm a fifth ranked total defense. 8th against the rush. 7th pass defense. They 10th in points allowed. I mean, who knew? 4th in total points on offense. Big Ben, you know, Connor, you know, AB, Juju Smith-Schuster, Bass McDonald, you know all the guys. Ben, you know, being Hall of Fame. You know the people. And shout out to Mike Tomlin when the team was struggling. You know, you did a good job. 7-2-1 Pittsburgh Steelers. At number 3, Patrick, my homeboy. 37 TD passes. The 9-2 Chiefs. Number 2 ranked total offense. Number 2 in total points scored. I mean, what did it say? They lost it. Those 2 teams they lost to with the Rams and Saints. I mean, the Rams and Saints. Still those 2 losses. At number 2, the aforementioned Rams. 10-1. Number 1 total offense. 30 total points. And this week, Monday night, you just watched. They gave us one of the best ball games history of the football. 54-51. I mean, I know it. You know, I like some defense in there, but hey, defense will play. Eric Donald makes plays.
Defense.
Yeah, defense. If you look at it,
5 turnovers for Patrick Mahomes. So I mean, you know, and number 1, I don't think it's arguable. The New Orleans Saints. Drew freaking Brees completing like 67% of his passes. He's right at 40.
40.
He's 30. He's 17. He's 7.
He got running game. A lot of people.
Kamara is
crazy. He's like the 16th in passing attempts. He's quarterback like number 16 in passing attempts.
Yeah.
He's so accurate.
If you look at their last game.
He's been doing for so long at the same level, man.
Yeah, but yesterday's game, who would ever thought that they would run the ball more than they pass? Like he's the rookie quarterback, but he's not. That just does show you how well balanced that they're playing right there.
They got a great coach.
That's what I'm saying. Sean Payton, but I agree, but you normally would do that in a game like that, in a big game like that, when you run the ball that much with you would think you got a rookie quarterback or a first-year quarterback. You got Drew freaking Brees, and that's telling you that just tells me how well coached and how well their game plan is.
2 great quarterbacks. That's why I love
And Thomas is a beast.
Kansas City and the Rams.
He know how to get open.
Kansas City and the Rams are great, but they don't cause themselves games. Like the Rams came out there, you run the football, you got Todd Gurley, take the time off the clock. They came out there and gave Kansas City the ball back.
Too much time.
Too much. I'm talking about they threw 3 straight passes.
Too much time.
One thing we all about the Saints, they got no one rush defense in the NFL.
Yeah, rush defense.
And that is the difference between them 2 teams. They ask us to defend a little bit. The Rams and Chiefs can't stop a nosebleed. So there you go. New Orleans Saints, number 1 team in my NFL power rankings. So you know, I don't see
They do that, man. He's a
power rankings. Any omissions, anything you want to disagree with?
Everybody on their quarterback is.
I like to look. They 5-5, 5-4, 6-4.
Yeah, they coming.
They coming. Luck is back. Luck is back.
Yeah, Luck is back.
He's finally got an offensive line now. He got plenty of offensive line.
How many games?
Might be the best offensive line in the
league.
But we told you right here on this show that Quentin Nelson was the best player in this draft and the most safest prospect in this draft, and he's proven to be as such. But if you look at that whole offensive line, had just all of a sudden had just got so much better, and Frank Reich is doing a hell of a job.
And then you know they got that South Florida running back.
They got some running backs.
They got some
running. They got some backs for you. Them 3 tight end sets be killing. He's second in the league in touchdown pass. Second league in
got me some
touchdown
wins
pass.
on that.
So Andrew Luck, I agree. Andrew Luck is
they're coming.
Yeah, they done covered me. They done covered me. I'll give them that.
Let's quickly transition over. Let's quickly transition to college football in this big week of rivalry games. Let's get it started. There we go, man. Let's get into it. Hey, you know what time it is. High noon. You know what time it is. At the shoe. The number 4 ranked Michigan Wolverines. Jim Harbaugh and the crew looks to defeat the Ohio State Buckeyes for a trip to the Big Ten title game on the line. Let me look at these numbers. Let me get some of these numbers because this is one of the best rivalries in sports, right? We all think this is one of the best rivalries in sports, right? How about this? Michigan has won. Ohio State has won the last 13 out of 14 meetings.
I know it was a high number.
That is the people of Michigan cannot be happy about this. So 6 straight 13 out of the last 14. You love the Big Ten. I couldn't pick Harbaugh to win the title at the beginning of the season because I thought the schedule was too tough, but I knew this team was his best team he's had.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Michigan, Ohio State?
I love this one. I think this year he get over that hump.
It got to be.
It got to be. Yeah.
It got to
I
be.
mean, I'll be honest with you. I feel like a lot is riding on the thing right now.
So, that's an understatement.
I was about to say the same thing you think.
I'm definitely taking Harbaugh. I mean, I just love him as a coach. How he got those boys, you know, just playing, just think now, playing offense, schedule. A lot of games I did not think they would win, but boom. So I go State.
Want to jump in here? I mean, thoughts on Michigan?
I agree with him. I'm a Harbaugh fan of myself. I really like him as a coach, but he really has to win the game because, like you said, 13 out of 14. That's unacceptable.
That's unacceptable.
In any realm, in any,
that
not just the Big Ten, but in any SEC. If a coach done played 14 in a rivalry game, like say South Carolina, Clemson, and we don't want 13 out of 14, you got to be. You got to be. Right, that's in your subconscious.
It's getting up there.
As 13 or 14. That's in your conscience. That's domination, basically. So
and that's why he was brought in. You gotta realize that's why he was
to beat this guy.
Ohio State.
To beat Ohio State. I can care less about Wisconsin. I can care less about Northwestern. You have to win this game here.
This is the game right here.
This is the game that will save you.
Record against,
he's 2-5. I think 2-5 now. He just beat Michigan State this year, so he'll beat Michigan State twice. He's never beat Ohio State.
Never beat Ohio State. As a player, he has. He never lost. But as a coach, he's never won. So some got to change.
He's 0-3 against.
0-3. So some got to change.
He's 0-3.
So it's 2-5 total. I think it's 2-6 total. 2-6 against Michigan State, Ohio State.
Yeah. So that's why he was brought in. And basically, is to get Michigan back to their winning ways.
Absolutely.
But to win this game right here against Ohio State. And if he win this game against Ohio State, I think they will play Northwestern.
They're going to college football. They're going to college football playoffs.
They're going to the playoffs. So that's what's on the line right now.
I mean, everything.
The playoffs and for him to beat Ohio State. Because if Ohio State beat them, I still don't think Ohio State gets to the playoffs. I don't know. I don't think they get to the playoffs.
No, that'll be too late, done.
But like I say, so that's what's at stake. This is a big game for him.
It's a big game.
I can't say how I can't repeat how much bigger this game is freaking huge. I mean, Ohio State wins and they go to the Big Ten title. The winner goes to the Big Ten title game, which probably gonna mean you're gonna win it because you're gonna beat Northwestern. I just see that way. But some have to give, right? Michigan, #1 total defense in the country, #4 score defense in the country. Ohio State, 2nd ranked total offense in the country. Something has to give. I'm looking at the game. Nobody has to give a score, but you have to predict the winner here. And I just, I'm torn by this. I want to pick Michigan. Everything says Michigan this year. Everything says Michigan.
What kind of start you gonna get out? What start you gonna get out of Ohio State? You got to think Ohio State. They start slow. They start real slow. Are they gonna get this slow start again against Michigan, who's been playing great defense?
Exactly.
But also I don't like Michigan offense at times. They don't open it. Seem to me like he don't open their playbook.
Yeah, I don't think they have it. Capability to open it.
Maybe because he gonna need to, I think, change up the game plan in this Ohio State in this game tonight. Yeah. Tomorrow he's gonna have to change it up a tad bit.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna have to.
Because 13 out of 14 is gonna be on his mind. I think he got to have some great plays called. He gonna have to. You can't. The games he done played before is just erase all that. I don't care who you played before this game here. You can't do the same thing you did the last few games to win this game.
Yeah, it's. I mean, 13 out of 14. Ohio State defense has been atrocious. They got caught up last week. They should have lost to Maryland.
Should have. The dude dropped the ball. They should have. They should have.
They should definitely have lost to Maryland last week. But I'm telling you, everything points toward Michigan, and my heart won't. I want to pick Michigan. I want to pick. I really do. I want to pick the Big Blue.
Yeah, I got to this.
I just want to see how. Maybe I got a lot of emotions in it, being that I'm a fan of the coach.
Yeah,
I want some.
exactly.
I want other chaos in the playoff system. So I want Ohio State to beat Michigan, just some other chaos. So I want to pick Michigan badly, but everybody want to see. I want to go against the grain because everybody's picking Michigan. That tells me something I don't like. Michigan's a 5-point favorite on the road at the shoe. That scares me.
I'm torn.
That scares me to death. And I do believe Ohio State can score some points. It's gonna be a close game. Got a feeling, man. I'm going Urban Meyer. I just got a feeling Ohio State's gonna win this game tomorrow, and I'm just gonna be shocked. And I wouldn't be surprised if obviously Michigan win, but I got Ohio State tomorrow.
They're gonna have to. I feel like the only way Ohio State has a chance, they're gonna have to spread that out, try to get some screens, and Michigan definitely gonna have to tackle and wrap up. I mean, look, if you might not be able to bring them down to the ground, but hold on to them. Don't let go. I mean, just gotta play. Ohio State can score that.
They can score. They second total offense.
I'm confident.
Second, they explosive in this.
They're explosive.
But like you said, that's so hard.
That slow start. Can Michigan? That's the
Capitalize.
thing. On their slow start, they have to. Michigan have to score off their slow start. So like you say, so they should have lost their game against Maryland last week. Yeah. They got that. They got lucky. They got lucky last week. They got missed the receiver wide open in the end zone. I don't know how he threw it 3 feet away from him, but hey, that's why you're a quarterback at Maryland. Because they really ran it all game. They really didn't throw it. But a huge game. I cannot overstate how big a game this is tomorrow. I'll be at work watching. So it's just gonna be tough, But I got Ohio State. We didn't get a pick from Buck. He had to step out, so I got Ohio State. Both of you guys got Michigan. I got Michigan in a close one, by maybe 24-20. I don't think it's gonna be a big 40, 50-point explosion because of the way they style of play. Ohio State can if they get hot, but with the defense that Michigan been playing, I'm gonna go rally with. I'm gonna give you a score. 24-20 Michigan.
I'm gonna go 31-20.
Michigan. I ain't gonna give a score. I just think Ohio State gonna somehow pull this out because everything is pointing in Michigan, and this was just heartbreaking Michigan loss. Of these 14, this would be like the most heartbreaking one of all because this is gonna crush the title champion game and the playoff.
If Michigan lose this game tomorrow,
you think he's gonna be fired?
No, he's not gonna be fired. The chatter gonna get real loud. Because they brought you in for this moment. You got to think now. Look at him as an NFL coach. This man been to a Super Bowl. This man has been to a Super Bowl. You got to beat Urban Meyer in this game tomorrow. He just has to. I don't care if he's scratching claw and my prediction ain't right and you win 7-3. Whatever. You just have to find it.
That's Big Ten.
Harbaugh, you just have to find a way to win this game tomorrow. He just have to. He have to.
I can't stress you how important the game is, but we y'all got Michigan. I go Ohio State. I just gotta go against the grain because everything is pointing at Michigan. If it went so slanted one way, I would really prefer Ohio State would be a favorite, and I'll be picking Michigan. But since Ohio State is a 5-point
at home in the shit,
I can't get with that. Michigan has I can't get with that. Okay, let's move on to clean old fashioned hate. You people would know what I'm talking about. You Southerners know what I'm talking about. Georgia versus Georgia Tech. Georgia has won the last 3 out of 5 matchups. But Georgia Tech, Paul Johnson had done some good things. Again, I said 3 out of the last 5, so that means Georgia Tech 1 or 2. So Georgia Tech in Athens this year. Georgia's a 17-point favorite, so a lot of people getting Georgia Tech much of a chance. So how do you see it going? Georgia Tech.
I'm going Georgia on this. I think I don't really see wild or nothing. I tell you,
Georgia Tech. Thoughts on Georgia?
It's pretty easy call Georgia because I like Georgia Tech, and I like the offense that they run. Only thing that kills me, but I haven't seen you. I don't know why Paul Johnson won't get a quarterback that can throw out of that spread. If he can get simple. If he can get a quarterback, then you can confuse the defense. But when my defense know that you can't throw 5 yards or complete a 5-yard pass, I'm stacking the box. You can run all that trickery all you want. We ain't going nowhere. We're going to line up and we're going to hit you in your mouth.
All night.
Till you can fool me. Till you can throw it down the field.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen Georgia Tech did that. Georgia Tech to me haven't been really relevant in that style offense probably since Megatron. So I see Georgia winning big.
I think Georgia Tech gonna come out early on and give them a little scare. Georgia Tech has the #1 rushing offense in the nation. They rush about 353 yards a game. You expect that in the triple option. And Georgia can be ran on. I know they're number 27th in the country in the rush defense, but if you look at it, LSU had success on running the ball. Florida had a lot of success running the ball. I think Georgia Tech can run it on them early, but Georgia Tech defense is god awful. They gave up almost 800 yards to I think it was South Florida earlier this season in a ball game, which is kind of wild and crazy. So I just don't think they can slow down Georgia at all. So I think Georgia is beat them by double digits.
And there's gonna be a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, Georgia probably will cover, but I think Georgia Tech comes out early. Gets a couple, drives together, put a little scare in them, but then I think Georgia ultimately pulls away in the end. So I think we all pick Georgia. Oh, Iron Bowl. The Auburn Tigers 7-4. The Alabama Crimson Tide 11-0. Alabama is a 24.5-point favorite. Now, just keep in mind, Auburn just won this game last year.
Just beat them last year. That's kind of scary to think.
They just beat them last year, and all of a sudden they're a 24.5-point favorite. We know what Bama represents. I mean, their absolutely awesome tour has been just sensational.
Thank you, because that is the key right there for the 24 points right there.
Exactly.
This is one of the best offensive Nick Saban ever. They're third in total offense, third in scoring, and defensive preside. They number 3 in scoring defense. So this is the double whammy right here. They got offense and defense. What do you look for in this Auburn Alabama matchup tomorrow?
I think Auburn will come out playing. Rattle two a little first couple drives, but I ain't gonna settle down. I'm a football. I like Auburn.
The 24.5. What you thought? Auburn. I mean, it's in Tuscaloosa. 24.5-point favorite. That is just crazy. We'll get to another game in a minute. That's kind
of... I agree with. I agree with. I think Auburn gonna get a few shots in and gonna look like it's gonna be a good game. They're gonna get all riled up, but once Alabama get a turnover here or there, now if they get turnovers, if Auburn get a lot of turnovers, if they can get turnovers, they can make this game close. But if they don't cause Alabama to get turnovers, if their defense stay on the field too much, I think it will be over by third quarter. I give Auburn a shot in the first half. All depends on what they can do in that first half. But you can't turn the ball over. And if they turn the ball, because you got to think, go back to the Missouri game. If you go back to Missouri, they was hanging in with Alabama. They had turned. But what happened was that first turnover Missouri got, they cost them the 6, then another turnover, and it was just and it dominoed effect down. And their mindset, they're like, we already done lost. Auburn can't have that same mind. They can't turn the ball over. If they don't turn, I'm not gonna say they're gonna win, but they can stay within under the 24 points. But if they go in and they don't get to the quarterback, or they don't make plays, or they defense stay on the field too long, then by the third quarter they'll be down 17. Fourth quarter, gave up already. But I got Alabama win.
The only hope for Auburn in this game, Auburn is the 10th ranked defense in the nation, scoring defense. They don't give a lot of points, but the problem is their offense, they are putrid. Jared Stidham has just fell off the wagon. I have no idea what the hell going on with him. He has regressed so much at the beginning of the season. We thought he was going to take a step forward. The offense has been bad. They really missed Kerryon Johnson and Karen Petway in the running game. And then, like I said, Stidham just took a step back. The offense is just booty. I think, 2 many 3 and outs, and all of a sudden the levee going to break. Alabama going to start pouring it on. And then they know they have the offense to come back from any kind of deficit. And I think they're just going to pound them. Or two or throw three touchdown rush for 1, and it's just it won't be a game after the first quarter. It'll be 42-14 area. Bama rolls Auburn. Yeah,
this is one of the biggest rivalries, I think. Auburn and
it's
Alabama,
a great rivalry
because of the thickness about the closeness of schools and everything. So we said that one time before, and Auburn went in there. We didn't think Alabama was going to lose.
We thought Auburn was good last year.
Auburn was good, and they didn't have Tua.
Yeah. That's true. But
he's a quicker picker
but
upper.
I understand, but it's all that rivalry games
It
is
is a
always
rivalry.
tough.
It's
It's
a tough
always
game.
tough game for Alabama. It's one of the toughest games for Alabama.
I would think that if Jerry Stone was playing somewhat
He's
good,
trash.
he's playing horrible.
He's horrible.
He's been bad, so bad this year. I can't. This offense is terrible. They're 7-4. I mean, this is not a good Auburn team.
But we done seen rivalries where you get blowed out. It wouldn't be on the pale if they was to get blowed out and say, because we always say this is a rivalry. It's a rivalry. I have seen people in rivalries get blowed out.
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
It happens a lot.
It happens more often than you think. But I just think that Auburn gonna turn the ball over. Like you said, they're not gonna be able to move the ball. The defense gonna be on the field too much. That's another thing that hurt teams. I don't care how good your defense are. You can't keep your defense on the field every time you turn around. I don't care if I'm the stoutest cornerback in the game of college football. If I'm on the field, if we playing 48 minutes and I'm on the field 47.5, I get tired of human. You can't wait. You got to be able to move the ball. Your offense got to be able to go get first downs on third down. You're gonna have to be able. You can't put your defense out there every time. You can't. And first of all, your offense don't need to be 3rd and 15. Okay, Stem, you need to get 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. That's what they have. That's the realm of what they need to play. Because if they getting them 3rd and 15, you already know what Alabama gonna do.
Yeah.
You already know what they're gonna do if you 3rd and long on that defense.
Yeah. See, Alabama now they can put up points now. So that's gonna be the difference.
They're more dangerous. He never had an offense like that. Now you got an offense, number 3 defense. That's very scary.
Oh, yeah.
Very scary.
And it's scary the fact that I said it's number 3 ranked scoring offense,
That's
number 3
very
ranked
scary.
scoring defense. I mean,
Yeah.
they can do everything. They can pound you. They can throw it outside. They got playmakers all over the field, and then two just make the thing go. I think again, Auburn has been so bad offensively. I think defense they can hold up if they had an offense that can kind of help a little bit to keep them off the field, but they on the field so much they're gonna eventually can't be on the field that
Like
long.
you say, the levee will break.
The levee
When the levee break, what happens when a levee break? We all know. New Orleans, we already know. Everything flows through.
Everything
Just
knows. Let's move along. We just did Georgia, so let you know on the national we moved to South Carolina in the Palmetto War. That is South Carolina in the Gamecocks and the Clemson Tigers. 6-4
We really have
Gamecocks.
to talk about this one.
11-0.
We have to.
Listen,
It's part of rivalry weekend. We live in South
We
Carolina.
live here and we know that you
We have
crazy.
to talk about
Crazy.
All I want to say is I don't want to talk about what's his face, the quarterback.
for Clemson.
Bentley?
Yeah,
We're going to talk about Jay Bentley.
We just
We
have
have to. We are in the Palmetto State.
We have to.
The Tigers are going for
It's some
5.
burns. We have to.
The Tigers are going for 5
God.
straight against Carolina. I mean, this is a 26-point favorite. Clemson is over. So I cannot believe. We just talked about Auburn just now. I cannot
Shouldn't be
believe just how far Carolina has failed to be when you 26 points underdog to your in-state rival. How bad must you feel as a program that you that far away? I mean, this your 3rd year of a coach, so you 3 years in and you still 26 points behind your rival. This is just awful. Clemson they got the number 1 scoring defense. They got the number 1 scoring defense in college football. They giving up 12.1 points a game. That's less than 2 touchdowns for you math majors out there. Then eighth in total offense. Second in total defense. You know what they represent. Colin Farrell, Wilkins, big name now. I can't think of his name right offhand. The other big D tackle. Austin Bryant. I mean, they got everything you need on the front end. But I think the back end can be had. But can Carolina, Jake Bentley, Debo Samuel, Brian Edwards, can AJ Turner, can they do anything offensively to this team? I mean, can they do something offensively? They do anything offensively. Make this a game.
Honesty. That's policy.
No.
It's gonna be another.
I'm not saying. I think we all agree that Clemson's gonna win the game. I didn't ask. I asked can Carolina do something offensively to threaten this team. You've seen Clemson up close. I think it can be. You think?
Yeah, get the ball to Debo. They gotta get the ball to Debo and Edwards, but that's the question. Bentley just doesn't show up in big games.
Exactly.
And if he's not afraid, gotta be afraid of those big guys that Clemson. Because those guys are athletic. They
Very
come
athletic.
and they're hungry on that front
Dogs.
line. Now,
That front line.
the back line, once again, they're not gonna be able to protect them. But
They
if
gonna get a few.
any protection, if they could get any type of protection, their back end, Clemson back end could be had, especially with Edwards and Debo. If they could get them, because
if they can get some protection,
if they get some protection, but that's gonna be the key. You know, they may get some protection for a little while, but then after a while, I see those guys, they just wear them down because they come, and then some of the guys coming off the bench. You know, number 67 is one of the. They talk about one of the top guys on the draft. You know, in the draft room. And he's not even starting. He comes out the bench, but he's inside.
I like number 7. I like Bryant.
Yeah.
I like Bryant. They don't really talk about him, but I watch him when they play. He's excellent.
I mean,
and that's the key. And Carolina, just like Carolina had the lead last week.
What's the guy that played with Alabama? That's who
should have won that game last week. And then just to me, it's also poor coaching.
Alabama had.
Minka Fitzpatrick.
That's who Bryant sort of remind me of.
Yeah, this is dominant up front. I mean, I just gave you the numbers. 12 points a game. Now, granted, they hadn't played Harlem Globetrotters nobody offensively, but I mean, when you can just do 10 like that, you can just dominate them up in the trenches, and that's what most games are won and lost in the trenches. I just think 26 points too much to me.
Yeah,
I just feel like Carolina should have a little bit more.
Yeah, last year, it's 34-10. 34-10 last year. In Carolina, this is a better
team, better offensive team.
And Carolina is ranked number 24 when they played them last year. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it was 34-10. It's Carolina, they'll play well. Then, to me, their offense just get lost. I think I would have changed quarterbacks.
Yeah, but I don't. I just don't. Yeah, he did on the staff, so it makes it. Nepotism is running rampant,
and that's a problem.
But Jake Bentley got to shut the hell up sometimes, because he's been talking since he damn got this job and hadn't done any damn thing other than talk and damn tweet. It's time to show me something, because especially like Buck just mentioned, in these big games he's been trash. He plays very well against lesser opponents, but in these games against teams
Furman,
that equal or above, he is terrible. Now, he did play a great first half against
Lawrence. Nobody. Against McCormick, against Cowanfall, he got big numbers.
I just think I got a bet with a coworker at work. Look, I admit it. Look, I took the 26 points. I told you can give me 26 points. There got to be some pride in there. Will Muschamp is a fiery guy. Those guys have got to be tired of hearing just how good Clemson is. In your own damn town, in Columbia, they can't even go to class without people telling how good Clemson is. They have to be sick of hearing about how good Clemson is. They got to have some damn pride. And I just think this game would be a lot closer than 26 points.
You got to be able to do something about it.
I think they would be within 17.
You have to be able to do something about it.
I think they scored 17 points. I think they scored 17. I think it's 34-17, somewhere 31-17. I think they got some pride.
The thing about Carolina, if it doesn't go bad early,
yes,
they'll play. If it go bad early, it's like
they quit.
Oh yeah, I don't know if they quit. I just when it go bad early,
they'll lay down. They don't want you to use the word quit.
They'll lay down
against Georgia. They came out same thing against Georgia.
Yeah,
looking pretty good, but then everything went bad, and from there it just went downhill.
They laid down. Georgia punched them in the mouth that second half, so they really forced the ball down their throat for that rushing game. I just, Clemson.
That's a character flaw.
No, it's a talent flaw.
Yeah,
because it's about the Jimmys and Jones, not the X's and O's.
That's what I want to. Just because you got hit in the mouth, don't mean you just lay completely down.
I don't think they lay down the ball.
They're small.
Carolina.
You got to show fight.
They too small up front. And right now, it's a lot of personnel.
And the guy you was asking about, that's Big Dexter Lawrence.
Dexter Lawrence, number 9. I couldn't remember.
That's Big Dexter Lawrence.
Couldn't remember his name. All they look the same to me. They all look the same to me. Austin Bryant, they all look the same to me.
Special teams. You ever notice?
Well, I will be at that tailgate.
They're all happy. You
Yes,
ever notice that Dexter, when they show Lawrence, when they show Wilkerson, when they talking, it just, no matter if they're down or not, they just the same.
Man, when you beating up on garbage that's in the ACC,
oh,
I'm just gonna call that. When you beat up on it, you be happy and smiling too.
Shots fired.
I've been there. I watched it, man.
No, them guys good against whoever they play though.
Who?
Dexter Lawrence and Wilkerson, them guys.
I'm saying though, but whoever they play, but
I remember they played against Alabama.
Those
Guys, they know they lost, but those guys still played.
But I'm saying right now, this year, the reason you see them happy and smiling because they haven't played no competition.
But they was the same two guys last year.
The reason that they're smiling and because they haven't, I've been there.
I'm just saying, but they're the same two guys.
I agree, Kilson. The ACC is bad.
I'm like they just wear out.
I still think Clemson's really good though.
But no, that defense line still good.
Clemson's really good, but they haven't played against.
I'm saying their defense. I'm saying their defense up front.
Alabama same way.
They haven't really played
That
anybody.
defense right here in this circle right here. Forget that circle right there.
No, I'm saying
still good.
I seen that back end.
I'm not saying the back end. Listen, this right here.
So
still good. That back end is garbage.
But the thing about it is, once you get a line that can block that and hold that out, and control them, and because everybody, you got some good offensive lines out there.
Yeah, but they're not gonna see them 10 to the playoffs.
I agree. I agree.
Because they playing the Pittsburgh Panthers.
Because I agree that they can't beat Alabama.
And the ACC champion.
Because I agree they can't beat Alabama.
This guy here, he's a member of the ACC Council. So how the hell the Pitt Panthers won the ACC Council? The ACC Council is a joke.
You know what's funny? This year has for us a consecutive bowl streak.
Yeah, it's about to be over with.
Has came to
y'all stink. North Carolina, Virginia, Miami. I told y'all it was fraud. It's 65. The ACC coach is a joke.
It's been a bad year. Hopefully, I mean, it was just kind of quarterback situation. Been a problem. Offensive line, running game, defense.
Yeah, Virginia Tech. We
real young, so hopefully,
we speaking on Virginia Tech. He is the one man who represents the ACC coach. So we'll get to your ACC Atlantic in just a second. We're gonna discuss a huge game.
Like I said, Pitt Panthers is winning.
The
Just playing for the
let
ACC
that sink in. The Pitt
Panthers and UCF.
That don't even sound like beat them by 45-14.
45-14.
Beat them 45-14.
And then they're pounding my boys right now.
Y'all ain't got shit.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, that's what I'm just saying. Just think about it. The ACC is weak, and nobody wants to sit.
We've been saying it. We've been saying it.
You've been saying it for a long time.
We've been saying it all
season. Florida State fell off.
We've been saying it all season.
I mean, like Virginia Tech.
Right now, the state of Florida is just in shambles except for Central Florida.
I told you, Miami.
They ain't got nothing else. They ain't gonna get no. They're not getting.
He mentioned Florida, so let's go ahead. You should be in TV. Let's transition over. Sunshine State battle. Florida State. Hey, I look at tell you, I'm a Gator, and this y'all who just he's a Florida State. This here is a big deal. I cannot stress to you how important this game is tomorrow. Not for Florida State, for Florida. It's not important for Florida State. It is
for the street.
It is in a way, but it's way more important for Florida. This is a huge game for Florida. It's a big game. I mean, and a few weeks ago, I thought this game had been a walk. But, shouts out to Willie Taggart because I know a lot of flat men thought that Willie Taggart way this season. He has turned a lot of power in the press.
I ain't cut his throat off myself.
But
I like to give
kudos to them.
A chance
I thought we're going
to what he came in with.
I want to beat the brakes on tomorrow, but, it got out to a rocket start. But Florida State has won 5 straight in this series, 7 out of the last 8. So this is starting to get out of hand a little bit. So this is a huge game for Florida. I will turn to the Florida State man himself. What are you looking forward to tomorrow, Florida?
For us, first of all, we got the block. Our offensive line is atrocious. We have to simply block. If we don't block, I'm not gonna say it's gonna get ugly because y'all offense, to me, with your quarterback, he got flashes of here and there. To me, he had flashes of here and there. I mean, before I would have said, okay, this is gonna be a blowout game. Watching both team here and there play, I don't see it that much. I don't see it that way actually. I think we got a shot. We do have a shot. Like you said, we don't want the last 5 straight, so I give us a shot. And the win in conference, even though I know it was Boston College, but that's confident for the players that's there. We can't allow our players to quit because we have quitting on our team. We had quit on our coach.
I seen that.
I mean, we have seen players lay down. So I agree with you. When you had the rivalry between South Carolina and Clemson, you got to have pride. This is a pride game. I mean, this is pride. Rather you win. If we lose, we lose. But you got to show fight. And lately, the last game we showed fight. We showed Willie Taggart. We haven't quit on him. The players that he decided to change. But I've been calling for a change for a long time. I didn't like Francois starting because I don't think he fit this offense. But that's just my personal preference. I don't think that he fit, because you got to think our offense predicated on we always pulling the guards, pulling the tackles because of the spread, how we run it. Yes. And they already can't block. So you mean to tell me you want these guys to run and do all this? We're already missing blocks on the standard, get in a set 3-point stand, and we can't do it. Now you asking us to fall back, run around on screen plays, do all that with a quarterback who's not going to run, who got a brace on his knee, who's not going to run, who holds the ball too long, entirely too long. Yeah. I think our offensive line is bad, but it has been time that I sat there and watched while I've counted in my head the seconds that he had to throw it. And he just sat in the pocket, and I'm like, either you're going to throw it or you're going to run it. He chose not to. And a lot of sacks, it does fall on him. I know they're going to say, oh, he got sacked against the offensive line. But those who watch and know football like you guys, though, you know a lot of times you only got 3 seconds, maybe tops, to get rid of the ball, or you're going to get your head knocked off. And I think that Florida, they always have good defense. Cornerback, they do. If you look at you look at Florida teams, even if they don't have offense, they have defense. They do. So me personally, I want us to win this game. It's hard for me to say we're gonna lose this game, being that we have won 5 straight. But at the same time, we haven't showed enough week in and week out to say that we can beat any quality team with a quality defense. So with that being said, I think we might lose to Florida in a close one tomorrow. I'm not going to give any score in that game.
I'm going to go to him since he's in the ACC. He played Florida State this season, so he can kind of give a little bit better assessment of this garbage conference. Go ahead. Tell about the ACC. Tell about the Florida State-Florida game tomorrow. What's going to happen? I'm just asking you. I'm talking about the whole conference. It ain't just the whole conference.
We just had a bad year, man.
Okay, well, how to get out his feelings? Got your feelings.
I mean, like you said, Florida State just can't lie. Gonna have to come out here and fight. It's gonna be a rivalry game, so you know what I'm saying. You know, rivalry game. So, I think it's gonna be a close one. Oh, real close one. Yeah.
MF's your mama.
But I think Florida might take it. I think Florida State really gonna give them a lot to handle.
What are your thoughts on Florida State tomorrow?
It's about the talent, you know. Basically, I think Florida's defense very talented. FSU, maybe they're getting into, like I said, Taggart. I think he the setbacks. Okay, I can't run full offense the way that I want to run. And we put the players out there and then keep it basic against them. Like Florida, not great on offense either, but I think they will be able to run the ball against Florida State. I think Florida will come out.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm scared to death. I'll tell you. Like I said, we were 7-point favorites, but we lost to the team 5 straight years in a row. But I just want to point out some of these deficiencies in Florida State, in which you make a great point about him changing his thought process, because it was similar to when Urban Meyer came to the SEC that first year. I remember how bad we struggled, and then he had to go to the drawing board. Like, we can't run some of the same stuff we ran at Utah. We had to change it. And I think Willie Taggart had done some of the same stuff at Florida State. We can't run some of the stuff. We don't have the personnel. Because if you look at it, this is some of the stuff that I can't wrap my head around at Florida State. And we talked about this earlier this season. 100. How in the God's name is you 126 in rushing? They average about 86 rushing yards a game.
Offensive line, dude.
That is awful. They're 113 to score offense, but like I said, they did some things last week. Got a little confidence against Boston College. I know one thing about Florida offensively: we can run the ball. And in this type of game, you need to be can you hang your hat on something?
Yeah.
We can run the ball and we can get after the quarterback. So I know we can do those things well, but I'm scared to death. Even though we're a 7-point favorite, you know I don't ever pick these games with involve my team. I always recuse myself from picking. I feel good about tomorrow, but we cannot lose this game because there's a lot riding. The Florida State streak is on the line. I would love to end that streak. I would love to end the 5-game losing streak. I would love to end the bowl losing streak for them. They hadn't lost with the bowl since 1981. So I would love to break that. And then also we got an outside shot at New Year's Six Bowl. So this is a huge game for Florida tomorrow. Think about New Year's Six Bowl game in Dan Mullen's first year. That would be a huge step in the program. Be an interesting game tomorrow. I cannot wait. 12 o'clock, so we won't have to wait long. We'll know exactly the outcome immediately. What's going to happen? Florida State at noon. So those are your rivalry games. And before we got here, let's kind of talk about yesterday's NFL action. Let's start on this side. So since he's decked out in his colors, and I kind of I didn't have a show last week, but I told people last week before y'all even watching yesterday, the Cowboys are going to win the NFC East. I have a poll question right now on Sentell Sport page. Will the Cowboys win? I say they will, but as I spoke on the game yesterday, they beat the Washington Redskins. Amari Cooper finally showed up and showed out. When you have a true number one receiver, he can do those kind of things. What did you see yesterday from the Cowboys?
But since Amari been there, one of the key things that the Cowboys have been doing is winning on third down. Now Dak can throw the ball. Amari can get uncovered. He's throwing it. You look at since Amari been there, he had like about 7 or 8 catches on third down. So yesterday, this breakaway speed, this hard speed, 4 tackling by Washington. If you make that mistake, you slip on it. You see what he did. He went to the house, 90 yards, 40 yards. But what they have done with one of the best, I know we go back and forth, but to me, one of the best backs in the league, Ezekiel Elliott. That's where it all starts at.
We agree
but
with
now it's opening up. 3 straight games. He's been over 100-something yards rushing. And they're keeping him on the field on third down, and they're passing him the football. So for scrimmage yards, against Philly, he had 250 something.
Yeah, he had a great game against Philly. He had a great game against Philly.
Philly went Atlanta, he had 201. He had about 150 something. So he's getting into the groove. He's not looking heavy, making good cuts. He's running the ball well. And then we made a few moves on offensive line that a lot of people haven't paid attention to. We shuffled, and we got our rookie. He got banged up, he got hurt, but we brought in a 5-year guy, Salafield, and he's number 76.
Kind of solidified the offensive
he's
line
pushing
spot.
with Looney. He's pushing a little bit, and then even Taron Smith was out, a little bit yesterday, but man was in there. Man played that left tackle. You didn't see hardly no flaws. First half, they sacked Dak 4 times. He's got to get the ball out of his hands, so he's doing that now. And that's one of the biggest things. But defensive wise, we're playing very good defensive wise. I want another guy at safety, that could make a bigger impact. But we still are down players. Taco Charlton is not playing. Irvin is not playing. Sean Lee, he'll be coming off the bench. He's not playing. And then on offense, man, I'll be glad when Austin come back, but I don't know if he's gonna come back. But so we're looking up, and we've got a big game coming up next Thursday, with New Orleans, and that's why I'm going right now. That's why I'm measuring stick. That's gonna be our measuring stick. We're playing at home. That's gonna be our measuring stick, and our defense. We got guys that get out for the quarterback. We got guys to get out for the quarterback, and we can rush forward. But a lot of times I like when we do blitz because we got guys and. We got two of the upcoming best linebackers. I think
I love your linebacker.
Smith and
I love your linebacker.
Van Ness, LVE. He's long. He's long. Smith. They make such a great combination. Smith all over the field. Van Ness makes a lot of tackles, and he get his hands in the way of balls. He's a tough. He's tough. They tackle well. And then our secondary, Jones is playing great. They just need to pick the ball off more because a lot of times they're there, but
that's why they DB.
That's why they DB. But the ball hits them in the hand.
That's why they DB. That's why they DB.
That's why they DB.
Also, what's that boy named Randy Gregory?
Randy Gregory, he's playing.
He really done picked it up.
He picked it up, and he's got a nasty streak too. And that's one thing about it. So, and like I say, and Irvin come back, playing well beside Lawrence. So we put pressure on the ball, but the key is our offense. And the key is feed Zeke. I do not care. Feed him. You know, they may be so mad. You know, we got first and goal on the 4-yard line.
Terrible possession.
You got to get the ball. You get the field goal, and that what makes me so mad. Like
Scott Linehan, that's bad.
To stop them. So, but once he started doing that, then Dak could get into a groove. But it's gonna be tough sledding. You know, it's still close. Philly's not out of it, man. The Giants really not out of it. You know, the Giants.
That division is very close.
Philly out of it. Let me go ahead and tell you.
Let me
I buried them last week. No, my bad. Drew Brees buried their ass last week and put the nail in their coffin last week. They are done.
But 9-7 can win.
It can, but they done. I just
they got the Giants this.
I think Philly beats the Giants, but at the end of the day, this Cowboys division, everything has broke your way. Yeah. I mean, I think you're a better team than
they are a better team.
Alex Smith being out, which I don't expect much. I checked down Alex any damn way. And Philly got buried. I told you Drew Brees put the rest in peace sign on them 2 weeks ago. And then we know the Giants are damn mess. If anybody think the Giants are good, you're fooling your damn self. They beat the 49ers and Buccaneers. Yeah. I need you to calm your damn brakes down. They didn't beat no damn body. Stop with this damn Giants. Stop with this Giants stuff. They are no damn good. Eli is no good. They're no good. They are done, okay?
I agree there.
And the thing about it, if you look at the games that the Cowboys have lost, you could easily be saying those are games that was winnable.
Absolutely, Cowboys been in every game they played.
You know, offense,
except
not running the right plays.
Except
Tennessee game. We started off good with Tennessee, and then
except the Tennessee game.
It just got out of hand. But you know, the Redskins game, the first game, you know.
Yeah, Dak fumbling in the end zone. I mean,
that's another thing.
He need to stop diving in. As a fan, if that was me. I know you know the quarterback. You 240, whatever you are.
Dak is big.
You still don't need to be turning no cartwheel in the end zone. I don't care because anything can go wrong.
It was third down and goal. He had to get in that end zone. It was a great run. He had to get in.
He had to flip.
He had to flip.
No, he did not. No, he did.
But this is the thing. But I still see flaws in that because we could have put that game away. Gallup beat his guy. Off the jump, he threw the ball and he had to come back and wait on it.
And fight for it. If he'd have hung it in the corner,
that's another thing.
He was beat by
that's another thing. Well, Marty, with Cooper being there, watch Gallup. He's gonna start getting.
Gallup gonna get. I like Gallup. I like Gallup.
Yeah, that was all the quarterback that played that.
Yeah, so that's some of the things that we gotta clean up. But like I said,
he has to throw the ball away too.
We play. If
he won't throw the ball away.
We go and beat New Orleans.
That would be huge.
That would be a big feather in the cap.
That feather we got to keep winning.
think he's going to the playoffs. I mean, after last week, and when y'all won, that was a big win for y'all to get to 5-5 before yesterday's game. But once I seen the Eagles lose, and then when Alex Smith got hurt, which I don't expect much out of Alex Smith anyway, but he got hurt and Colt McCoy the backup. So let's stop. Cowboys win this division, whether they beat the Saints or not that week. Your thoughts on the Cowboys? I mean, your input, what you saw yesterday, what they were going forward, how they look.
They did what they supposed to get the ball to do. I mean, cause even when they played us, you know what I'm saying? Like when they gave the ball to them at the end of the game, you know, they working for them.
Yep. Second half, they went away from it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. My man Kevin Bayard got the interception and
that changed the whole momentum of the game.
That just changed everything, you know what I'm saying?
And that was a bad pick by Dak in his
he had a pass yesterday. It could have been a touchdown to the I can't think of the wide receiver, but he was falling back.
Yeah, wide open, standing right in her.
Brown. He had Noah Brown. And to me, I'm like, now that's where you stand in. You big enough and take the shot. He should have. He kept giving. All he had to do was stand there, throw the football, and take that shot.
He kept giving ground, and that's serious when he ended up having to get the field goal. Because next play he got sacked. He takes a lot of sacks and doesn't throw the ball away.
He don't throw the ball away.
So I asked on Facebook, will the Cowboys win the NFC East? I'll ask these guys. Well, I ain't gonna ask you to fit it. I'll ask these two guys, will the Cowboys win the NFC East? Yes or no? Say yes. Let's see what you voted though.
I voted no.
I got it right here.
I voted no. But I think they will though.
You want to change it?
No, I just did that because I just like the Cowboys.
See, and that's a lot of.
But real talk, because I love their linebackers. I think they got the two upcoming best linebackers in the game. I really like
and Lawrence.
I really like those guys.
Yeah.
Those guys are that Smith. I watched him and like, oh my God.
I love him.
He is so fast.
He's not even at
I like
100%
him.
yet.
I like that guy. I really do.
You know, he's not.
Who would ever thought I'd brag on the
telling you,
Cowboy? But that guy's awesome.
They say he's not even at 100%.
I like that guy. I really do. I don't really talk
I don't know
Cowboy.
if he's 100%.
I just dislike the Cowboy that much. to do
That's
that.
why I said
I
too.
just dislike the Cowboy.
No,
we don't. And guess what? Everybody who voted no on him, Cowboy haters. Ain't no question about it.
But we gonna
How
talk
can
real
you
talk.
see
But,
that?
but that dude is that defense. That
But see,
defense,
you saying no because hey, I said yes, but it's still work to be done. You know,
It's work,
still
you know,
work to be
the
done.
Cowboys are not
Have
a
we-
Super Bowl
have-
contender.
no. Super Bowl,
have we turned the leaf from our coaching, and that's one of the biggest.
I don't
things
trust.
I don't
trust our coaching.
No.
From a standpoint.
Well, your coach is your owner,
But
right?
now, but
But your coach is your owner.
Trust me.
He making the calls down there.
If Jerry really was coaching the team, I don't think Jerry let his coach do what he want to do. But the thing about it is, if Jerry was coaching the team, I know it's time. He said, "Man, just get the ball to Zeke." I know he's saying that. Everybody,
He's from that Al Davis old school, like go deep. Now that's why I got Barnes too.
Deep.
You got to throw it deep.
You gonna throw it deep?
We're not throwing deep.
I mean, but
Well, I said we got to get the ball.
you couldn't throw it deep before Amari because you didn't have a number one receiver.
Zeke with the
You
lead.
had a bunch of number
But
twos
one
and
of the
threes.
biggest, but one of the biggest things though, on third downs of 3, 4, and 5, that's what we're converting. now.
Absolutely.
And we're converting.
But
And
you know why?
he's getting separation. You just watch his route running, man.
He's
It's
brilliant route
running.
Brilliant
And he's
route
getting
running.
opening, and
Some of you ain't had it. Some of you ain't had it in years. Because Dan ran 2 routes.
I would say, but Dez
That's
was
not
good
true.
his first few
That's
years.
not true.
That's true.
But he
That's
was.
not true.
That is true.
But Dez was good when he first came to
He didn't run, but he didn't
Was
run
he
a route.
not?
He didn't run a route. He didn't run a route to it in.
I showed him the video.
It was hard to stop it. I mean, and you know why I
Just go
hate
to
Dallas,
YouTube.
but I mean,
Just go to YouTube and put in there. Dez cannot run routes.
This
That's
guy
BS.
here, but this guy here.
That's BS.
But that was first. That was early on. But this guy here.
that was even when
No.
that was there.
No.
Go watch it.
He's soaking on routes off.
This is some of the things I'm saying
He
though.
come across
He's
that-
getting
that
open,
hill.
so now he's getting so he got a guy to go through on third down. Now. He's got a guy to go through on third down. Just like Romo always had Witten to go to on third down. Now he got a guy that he can throw the ball into tight coverage and know he's gonna fight for the ball.
Absolutely, man. I say yes. And like I said, a lot of you guys hating, and I get it. I mean, you hate Cowboy fans. I don't hate the Cowboys. I hate their fans. I admit that openly every time. Like I don't hate the Cowboys. I like Zeke. I don't hate against Zeke.
oh no, I like
I
Zeke.
like that.
I like Zeke.
I ain't no reason to hate
I like
people.
Smith though.
I like
Oh my God. I can't say that enough.
I've been a Jalen Smith fan since forever, but I just hate their fans because their fans are just people McDonald's who get on my damn nerve, walk around since entitlement who like their damn son ain't did shit in 25 years. But hey, it's okay.
But that's neither here nor there.
It's just like the 49ers, you know.
Oh, we're not that arrogant. We're not that arrogant.
I don't brag like
We
that.
don't. We don't do that.
My top of y'all ain't did nothing in.
No.
Yeah, but we have been to a Super Bowl recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what did you win?
No, but we don't get on Facebook and go all crazy like we gonna win every year with that crazy rah-rah. Knowing that
everybody thinks their team gonna go to the
Yeah,
Super
you
Bowl.
supposed yeah.
If you don't have that mind,
And that's good.
mindset.
But then when they go to losing, you got to realize when you lost.
Everybody should be
Like,
saying New England gonna win the Super Bowl. They said nobody think Philly will go win the Super Bowl, but it's always a year. It's just a year. Just like remember when Philly won the Super Bowl, I told that. A man that slow his roll when he said a dynasty.
And
no.
we told us,
Dynasty,
look,
bro.
why you like dynasty? You
Bro.
just won a Super Bowl.
You won a Super
And I
Bowl.
told you what was gonna happen to
No
the next
dynasty.
year.
no, you can't.
Because nobody keeps that up.
No, the way that the
NFL
salary
is
cap and
structured.
everything done, man.
It's built that way.
It's built that way. When it wasn't salary cap,
The parity,
stuff
it's
was
parity.
called,
It's too much
it was
parity.
too much parity, and that's the thing about
We
it.
told them
is- but-
enjoy. You was all talking about damn dynasty.
The
Day
dynasty,
after.
yeah, the day
Man,
after.
enjoy
Man,
it.
Just goes to show you somebody he just must have started watching.
No, he just.
The thing about it
He
is,
was
but
He
then
was
nobody think
confused. He was on a
gonna
really
win the
high. He
Super
was on a
Bowl.
real high, wasn't he?
That nobody think Philly
He
was
was
going to
on
win
a
Super
real
Bowl.
high.
We was doing the same thing when New England was
We
winning the
picked
Super
New
Bowl.
England, but we will
And-
say, but we did.
But it was teams that it was teams that like right now everybody high on the Rams, everybody high on Kansas City. New England. I mean, New Orleans is the only team to me that got the complete package because
they can run and stop.
the thing about it is they're willing to run, and that's the thing about it. They're willing to run. Why you don't run Gurley? I do not know. Why you not running Kareem? I do not know.
They follow that pass.
They follow that pass.
It's gonna get cold.
It's gonna get cold, and it's gonna get caught up where And defense still won that game for the Rams. You gotta look at it. Defense still won that game for the Rams.
Oh yeah, Donald came.
It's physics. I tell people it's about physics.
It was bad
to me. And the defense, the secondary, is hindered because of the rules. So that's why. But eventually you can't. Them tackles and them guards cannot keep dropping back.
Over and over again.
You got it. 350 pounds is a whole lot better move forward than stepping back. And so, and eventually, and that's what happened to
and that wears them down.
It's gonna happen.
That wears them down.
I mean, it's fun to watch all these offenses. I enjoy it, but I want to complete the team and stop people from running the ball. I always believe in can you run it and can you stop the run?
Stop the run.
That's run it and rush defense.
And then they playoffs.
Remember, Philadelphia was the number one rush defense in the league last year. And they had number one top 5 rushing offense. They had number one up.
They had what, 3 good
They had 3 good running backs. They got a giant this year. But it's always coming to the basic. Can you run it for and Kansas got a good running game. But they don't run it Kareem Hunt enough. And Todd Gurley, who is the best player in the league in my eyes, doesn't nearly get enough rushing the ball for the Rams. But they're going to come a day. You're going to need them.
That might be too.
Hey, you just not tuning in. Thank you for watching. You know what you're watching. The Sentell, the hottest sports podcast in the South. I'm joined by my man Buck Thomas. Alice Thomas is in the house. Wes Woods is in the house. We done talked about rivalry weekend. We did a Sucka of the week. We talked about NFL power rankings. We're going to hit one more thing before we get out of here. And it's about the UCF Knights. They're playing right now. Now, let's
pump the brakes.
Mackenzie Milton just suffered a gruesome injury.
And I do not want to see that.
So that's gonna change a whole lot of this conversation. I had this set up before he got hurt. Now he got hurt before we came on the air, but I was gonna, we were just gonna go out on the table and ask, do UCF deserve a shot in the college football? Yes or no? You can just elaborate if you want. Let's just say he was going. Let's just say he was gonna be in there. Cause they're not gonna get in there for the show now without him. Say he was in there. They deserve a shot in the 14 players. And I'll go schedule with you.
Good. I see.
You know my feeling on this. I think, right now everybody say, okay, no, because it's the AC, but you remember the Big East was winning championships? Teams when they had to go play teams. Man, well, nobody in the Big East. But Miami was winning championships when they was in the Big East.
Miami would beat Florida State too.
They would beat Florida State.
They had names say.
But they was playing them. So and that's the whole key. Now, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is playing for the ACC championship. The number 2 team. And they're 7-4. And UCF beat them 45-14.
But that was the only ranked team.
Okay. But how many teams really should be ranked in the ACC? Really, how many teams you think in the ACC should be ranked? You think Pittsburgh should be ranked?
No, Pittsburgh should be ranked.
But they're playing for a championship.
Yeah, because the ACC coach is garbage.
The ACC is host of garbage. Who else besides Clemson? You really think Syracuse should be ranked?
No.
You really think North Carolina State should be ranked?
But that's not helping your case if you say
Pittsburgh. That's what I'm saying. So
if you saying Pittsburgh should not be ranked, and you saying you beat them, that's not helping your case.
No, this is what I'm saying. Clemson is number 2 team. And look at their schedule. That's the same type of.
I agree.
That's the same type of people that they're playing. They're playing guys that should be ranked, and UCF is playing guys that should be ranked. Maybe they, what I'm saying though, but when you look at the team, you see the players. One of the best quarterbacks, but he just got hurt, so now it's going to be hard for them. Yeah. They got good players. They had good players last year. These guys haven't lost a game.
Yeah, but they're gonna have to start putting some teams on their schedule.
But see,
better teams.
They have. I understand
they
that.
Need to.
They do like everybody else. They put one Big 5 team on their schedule.
For me,
but the majority of the teams that all the other teams now that played has been way better than the teams that UFC is playing now. When you say Clemson, like right now, look at some of the ACC teams. ACC might be down, but look at Florida State don't won a championship in the last 5 years.
We're not talking about
that. I'm just saying. Look at the teams that's in there. Miami has
You're talking about history. You're talking about history. We're talking about right now.
But that's the point. UCF, what history do they have?
So why don't Florida State put them on the schedule? Florida State, so since UCF is such a division 2 team, why don't Florida State put them on the schedule?
Them teams don't have to ask.
Instead of putting Florida State, what division 2 team did Florida State
play? They don't have to ask for that because they don't want to. They need to ask for that.
Why?
Because you ain't the big time. You're not a five. You're not nothing compared to these big schools. If I'm small, if I'm a small and I want to get a big name, I need to call you out. What I need to tell?
They beat Pittsburgh.
You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Why?
Do you think
Florida State and Miami scared of University of Florida? They like.
Do you think
get some wins on your belt? Go win something.
Do you think Florida State could beat UCF right now?
Not right now.
No.
Enough said. I'm talking about looking at football. That's who goes. The people.
This is the kind of color.
This the people. People. People going into who deciding who's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 is
now
people.
Stick
People is looking
with the topic because this is how I'm gonna break it down. I say, do they deserve to be in the playoffs? Which consists of 4 teams. And I say no. Because if you say 4 teams, they don't belong with 4 teams. Because I don't think they're better than none of the top 4 teams.
No.
I know they top 5 teams. Now if you say 8. Yes, but if it's 4, they're gonna stay where I say it was. No, they're not. They don't deserve to be in a 14.
They're not better than Alabama.
18 playoff, yes.
They're not better than
Clemson. Is Clemson better than Alabama?
They're not better than Oklahoma. They're not better than Georgia.
How do you know that?
They're just not. You know that.
Georgia got flaws. Clemson got flaws.
All teams got flaws.
Clemson got flaws. That team got flaws. That's what I'm saying though. But if UCF had flaws, UCF will not be going almost undefeated for the last 2 years. They haven't lost a game. 23 straight games.
Ohio State did it when Urban Meyer first game. They win the first 2 undefeated.
Yeah, they were undefeated.
They were undefeated. Yeah, but did he win?
No, and that's like the same thing with them.
And that's what I'm saying though. But if you say give them a chance, if they do not have any losses, so why even rank them? And that's my thing. Why even rank them?
They're a teaser. I mean, we're just a teaser.
They did it with ball.
Yeah, we'll. I mean, come on, man.
Who won the Auburn beat Alabama last year?
What year that was?
And Georgia. And UCF blew the doors off of Auburn in the bowl game.
So you saying because they beat Auburn, they beat Alabama?
Let me play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
So you
Auburn had 3 losses, and they had the best player. Kerryon Johnson didn't play.
But it's still.
I'm
one
not
player made the difference.
But
no.
Tony, what do you not subscribe to the theory though about having to play a tough schedule? That's not play. I mean, having to play a tough schedule. Let me give you the schedule.
I already know who they play.
It's almost indefensible.
I already know who they play.
UConn, Sacramento State, FAU, Pitt, SMU, Memphis, East Carolina, Temple, Navy, Cincy. Yeah. Now, can you defend that schedule?
No, we can't.
Exactly.
But Pittsburgh. Okay, now go down Alabama's schedule.
I know Alabama's schedule.
Go down Clemson's schedule.
They better than their schedule.
It's better than that schedule, but they're playing. Those teams are in their. A lot of those teams are in their division. They have to play. They have to play those guys.
Oh, now, I get it.
And they play one. They play.
Pitt. They supposed to play North Carolina as well, but they got canceled because of hurricane.
They got canceled. Do you think they would have beat them?
They didn't beat the doors off North Carolina.
Beat the doors off them, so they got canceled. So what I'm saying though is these guys been there. They've been playing, and they got one of the best quarterbacks. Unfortunately, he got hurt today, but they got one of the best quarterbacks in the nation.
Do you think they're top 4? That's the question. That's the ultimate question.
Well, no, but
they're top 4.
Okay,
so
that's what that is.
So let's say this then. Okay,
you can't get 4 weeks.
Say it's Pittsburgh beat Clemson. Do you think UCF jumps them?
They should, but they won't.
That's the key, and see, and that's the defense. That's what I'm talking about. Those guys in the room sitting back there saying the same way y'all think about. But if Clemson lose to Pitt, Alabama mess around and lose to who they playing for? Georgia. They lose to Georgia. Do Georgia jump them?
Georgia gonna jump in the playoffs. They beat Alabama.
That's what I said. They'll jump in the playoffs if they beat Alabama. But then what UCF saying, we did what we supposed to do in our schedule. We win the games.
I feel bad. I know you people say they go out and schedule people, but let's be real. A lot of teams don't want to schedule this team. And that's just the reality of the situation. You can pick up the phone if you want, but a lot of these big teams are not going to schedule UCF because it's a lose for these big schools. Beat them like you're supposed to beat them. If you lose, it's like the number 1 story in the damn sports world. Oh, yeah. So it's a tough deal for UCF, but they got to find some Power 5 schools.
You don't have to.
That upper echelon power. You might not get the Bamas or the LSUs, but it's
LSU on the schedule.
LSU that play.
Call them and say,
this
put
is
us
the
on the
thing,
schedule.
though. This is the thing, though. It's just one thing. We say the AC is nothing, but look at all these power conferences that go steal all the coaches.
Because those are
They go see all the coaches from the AAC.
Because that's not a lot to remove.
But the reason that they're going good because they're looking at their program. Man, look at their program they got put together. Look what they're doing with the certain schools. Yeah, look what they're doing with those guys. They're putting in their if athletic directors going out picking those coaches, they got to understand that those guys that's a good football team that they put on the field, and that's all I'm saying. Look at the team. Those guys, UCF got a good team. UCF had a good team the last 2 years. But everybody that played, even that year that Houston won the AAC, they went up there and blew the doors off. I think Florida State.
They beat us. They beat the
doors off. And Houston was one that looking at that team and watching that team on the field against FSU, which was pretty good. You know, they are not horrible like they were.
Yeah, I mean, we had lost,
and that's what I'm saying. They threw off, but then you got the doors blow off you.
We was failing that when we was failing. I think it'll work.
See what I'm saying? You can say that what kills
we
me.
were.
We were failing now. We wasn't that good.
We wasn't good since 2014. Everybody knows that.
I'm saying though, but that's what everybody says when these teams
would that be a lie?
Like, we wasn't that good.
But would that be a lie since 2014?
But you struggle. But then Florida struggled with you. Then the other teams at FSU.
Would that not be a lie? I'm just saying.
That year, then Clemson struggled with you when Houston blew the doors off. Then Clemson struggled with you. You know, and that's what I'm saying. So we always say
everybody got a plight and everybody got
Jones, right? We always say you said that about X's and O's and Billy and Jones, and it's a lot of coaches. It's a lot of coaches that they pluck out of the AAC is out X's and O's. These guys, and they gotta have good Billy and Jones, and that's what I'm saying.
So do you think they are a top 4 team? Do you think they are one of the 4 best teams? I mean, it's a different question because I asked you to deserve. You say yes. But do you think they are top 4?
No.
Are they a top 4 team?
Are they a top 4 team?
Ask the question.
Forget the schedule. Don't even worry about the schedule.
I
test. Are they a top 4 team?
I test.
Just name your top 4 teams.
You got a lot of players from Florida on that team.
Bama.
Clemson, Georgia, Michigan,
Notre Dame,
Oklahoma, West Virginia, Washington State.
The quarterback, he done came back from Notre Dame.
Ian Book is back. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think that's my thing. But regardless of
let's put it like this: the only defenses that can stop their offense. You think Oklahoma offense can stop UCF?
Oklahoma defense, no.
I mean defense.
No.
You think they can stop?
They ain't got to worry about it though.
They just
but you think they can really outscore them?
Who that? I just seen Oklahoma put up 42 points against UCF.
I was saying.
Don't get outraged.
Oklahoma
they put up 42.
Oklahoma go 80 against that defense.
Oklahoma can score.
What Chicago can score about 80 against Oklahoma?
They can't stop nobody. Kansas. But you ain't about that team. You ain't about that specific team. I ain't say Oklahoma. I said top 14. They would be my top 14. Oklahoma would not be my top 14.
No, I was just naming teams. Not my top 4, but I was just naming teams.
UCF right now, if it was an 18 playoff, they would be in. They'll be in. But I don't think they in the 14.
And that's what they need to do because I think just like when we talk about the ACC, talk about basketball on any given night, you know,
it's one shot deal.
One shot deal. You lose, you out. You know, that's just the bottom line. So for them to be 23, 24,
2 seasons in a row.
2 seasons in a row, undefeated, playing great ball. You love offense. You love going up and down the field because y'all said y'all love that Kansas City Rams game.
I enjoyed it to a certain extent.
But no, it was some defense in the game. It was defense in the game. It was enough to say, man.
Aaron wrecked some shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let me ask this question. No matter, we already, all of us done said they're not top 4. But if you wanted UCF to play anybody in your top 4 that you think or you quite sure they can beat, which out of the 4 that's up that you will put them, line them up against, and say let them play that team.
And let me go through the 4 teams. You talking about Clemson, Alabama, Michigan, Notre Dame.
Which one you think they would be?
Top 4 right now.
Right now, if it says just like that, who would UCF could beat if you line them up?
They probably could beat Michigan, Notre Dame, and then the thing about it is, it's come down to coaching also, and people will realize once a good coach go in and say, okay, I'm gonna put pressure on this freshman quarterback, I'm a scheme my defensive back.
Clemson?
No, I'm gonna scheme my defensive. I'm gonna scheme my defensive backs, man, because the quarterback for Clemson is the key. Quarterback for Clemson is the key because they're not gonna run the ball as much. If they run the ball, then no, UCF ain't gonna have no chance. But if they
so you saying
they
can
if they put in,
you say 3 out of 14. You think 3 out of 14?
They probably Clemson probably beat them. Alabama probably beat them, but Notre Dame and Michigan, I give them a chance.
I think it'll beat Michigan. I just think Michigan offensively would scare the death. I know UCF defense stink, but Michigan play that slow ball offense.
I was gonna say Michigan because they're slow.
They don't have a dynamic offense, and I know UCF can put the ball. I don't give a damn who you put out there. They're gonna do some things offensively against you to get some points. I think it beat Michigan. Other 3 teams, I think even Georgia would beat them. I think Georgia would beat them.
One thing about it, people don't realize UCF got speed. I mean, speed on the field. They got a lot of cats from Florida.
They got a lot of talent.
They got a lot of talent.
It's a
a
lot of talent.
A lot of talent come out of Florida. The only thing about it is they just don't have the defensive line to compete with those teams. But that's the key. And the reason that I want everybody want more, we want more parity. Let these cats play and see what they can do. And I guarantee you'll see recruits going. You don't think these cats won't go to UCF down there?
They in UCF, but
you in Florida, you in Florida,
small school.
It's a small school.
A lot of kids transfer from Florida State to they go from UCF to Florida State in Florida, so it looked as a baby brother.
But now that they start winning,
I think it'll get a lot.
But they still looking at the same.
But you still, and then UCF, USF, they're putting players in pros. They're putting players.
Transition in Florida is all transition, so that's just a good time. So once those 3 teams really come back up to their normal standard, you'll see UCF take a step back. FEU, all teams take a step back. South Florida. Once those big 3, you have to take advantage of the big situation with what those schools are doing because Miami's been down for years.
They're recruiting well.
Florida's been down for years.
And it's that they're losing players. Not even just
who.
They're losing players out of Florida.
I agree. I said,
Florida State.
You say Deion Sanders, Florida is down right now. That's what I'm saying.
Not the state of Florida. The schools are down. The recruiters.
Except for UCF.
The recruits.
And they're not getting big time. And they're not getting big time recruits. Them kids are going to Georgia and going to Clemson.
And you got to stop.
But look.
You got to stop.
Look in the pros right now. The last couple. UCF putting players in the pros. USF putting players in the pros. That's making significant. What's called the receiver at Green Bay. He's.
We're not. You want always have players on teams that can play in the
that's
pros.
what I'm saying. But you didn't see that before from UCF and USF. So that's what I'm saying. They're getting that talent.
But you got to think just because you go to a top school don't make. I mean, a lot of people think because you get drafted the top team. It isn't always paying.
But I was talking about the talent.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about talent pool. I'm talking about talent. They're getting talent.
Florida State,
they're getting talent.
Miami is still way more talented than UCF or South Florida. It is the coaching that separates things. You can have all the talent you want, but if you ain't coaching them up, it does not matter. Because if you look at recruiting rankings, Florida State, Florida, Miami are way ahead of UCF.
And still in the top 10.
Right now, I tell you, they're getting speed. Like Houston offense, they got an exotic offense. They run, got a really good quarterback. They're coaching. The only thing that's hurting the AAC is defense.
And it's kind of like Big 12 because what you do, you have to sacrifice that because what happens with those spread offense, you're a lesser school. You have to find something that you can against the big. So what they do, they came with the spread. That's what Chip Kelly did at Oregon. Okay, we got lesser athletes, talent. We got to come up with a that can spread the field. What happens is you don't have enough athletes when you both side of the ball. You put your best athletes on offense. So that's why your defense is going to suffer. So that's why you see the UCF struggle on defense. The Oklahoma's, the Big 12 has just won with the Reds. Nobody play defense.
They don't play defense.
They used to play defense in the Big 12. They don't play
no more because
when it goes 69,
Charles Strong is Charles Strong at USF. Oh man, he's a defensive guru, but he don't have the players that
because everybody puts everything on the offense side of the ball.
That's who you compete. That's who you compete against. Like what? Am I reading this right? 1,600 between both of them. Like what?
So I mean, so that's where we are. But I know what the playoff committee has as top 4 right now. But right now, give me your top 4. If you had to rank a top 4, what would be your top? That's what the committee got. What would be your top 4?
Yeah, Alabama, Clemson, of course. Michigan. I want to see what Michigan do against Ohio State. So they still, got to win. But I put Michigan and then and Notre Dame. Notre Dame is playing
Who was your half top 4?
That's my top 4 only because of that. Other than that, I got Georgia looking in. I got Georgia right on Notre Dame because Notre Dame should have had at least 2 losses. They done got lucky in 2 games. But right now, because they're undefeated, the only reason I'm going to have them in as my 4th team.
And then Notre Dame don't have to play.
As my 4th team.
Notre Dame playing the championship?
I would have.
And they don't have a championship. So as my 4th team, I have them.
So that's the thing about Notre Dame.
I would have Alabama, Notre Dame, Georgia, and Michigan. Notre Dame beat Michigan. I would never have Notre Dame for them. And I think Georgia is just another football team. Ohio State, I change my mind. They would give my win. So, but on the paper, just looking at it, Georgia better than them.
this is another thing. So Alabama goes.
Gonna be a debate,
and they're gonna still live. But they're not gonna. The committee's not gonna take them.
I don't know. I tell you what. It depends on Michigan. It depends on Michigan. If Michigan wins and be a 1-loss Big Ten champion, Michigan's getting in. Unlike last year, Ohio State was a 2-loss Big Ten champion. So therefore, we had a little room to say, okay, let's put Bama in. It would be that much pushback, which I still think Ohio State should got in. But if Michigan is a 1-loss Big Ten champion and all losses to Notre Dame, Michigan's definitely getting in. Now, what we do with Bama, I don't know. Yeah. But the Big Ten is not going to be left out 2 years in a row. They champion being. If Ohio State win, I can still Michigan win.
And we got to really look at everything. You know, we say UCF, but it's all about money also. So that's the thing about it is how the fans. Well, UCF fans travel really well. So if they do, but what I'm saying, so if they lose,
that's for the bowl system, not playoff.
Not for the playoff, but I'm talking about for.
They're gonna be but now without Milton, how sexy do they look?
No, they don't look sexy without Milton. But what I'm saying though, but if Georgia beats Bama in the championship, then what?
That's gonna be.
Notre Dame gonna be in. And then Notre Dame's not playing a championship.
Notre Dame gonna get in. Notre Dame gonna get in.
They guaranteed. Undefeated. We gonna because they want them in every year.
That happened one time before with Notre Dame, where everybody know Notre Dame wasn't that good, but they put Notre Dame in there and they got their head beat in.
I think a lot better than that team that 2020. But I still don't think they could beat the top 2 teams. I think they could compete with Michigan and UCF. Maybe even Georgia. But I think Alabama and Clemson have separated themselves from the rest of them teams, to be honest with you, to be quite honest with you. I think Georgia's the only team that really can hang with either one of those 2 teams. I think Michigan and Notre Dame would get blown out by Clemson or Alabama. That's just my
I think Georgia can beat Clemson. I think Georgia can beat Clemson too. I think that'd be a good game, but I think Georgia actually better than Clemson. I really do.
You do? See, I know people.
Georgia's better.
I know people think I hate Georgia and I do.
I just think Georgia better.
You watch Georgia. I think Georgia. I think Georgia
better. Just talking about Georgia, but who do you think should be the quarterback for Georgia?
It's hard. It's kind of like Clemson. Kind of like Clemson. You know what?
It's kind of like
didn't lose that championship game last year.
No,
he didn't lose that championship game.
But here's the thing though with Fromm. When they played in the LSU game, he should have been out in the first half.
He was bad.
Immediately.
He was bad.
He couldn't. He had 2 ankles on his ankle. He should have been gone.
He was bad.
Justin Fields should have been in the game. I agree. But he has been playing well.
He's rebounded since then.
He's rebounded well.
He played well.
But to me personally, for Georgia to beat Alabama,
they would need
Justin Fields. They would not. I would agree. They would not beat Alabama with Fromm. That's just my opinion.
Not this Alabama team.
Even though
Fromm had that team beat.
Think about it. He can't move. That's why LSU beat him. He couldn't move. And you heard what the coach of LSU said when they went to an accident about his game plan. He said, well, we had game plan because after the first half, we assumed that Fields was coming in. So I about to change when I realized that he wasn't coming in. I said, we're going to stay the same way. Why change? He can't move. So that's what Alabama going to be thinking. I mean, if Justin Fields ain't coming in, we're not going to change nothing. We're going to tattoo it.
I know people think I hate Georgia, but I respect them that much. I think I told you at the beginning of the season, I think if Georgia hit that stride, they're the one team that can really throw a wrench in this whole
thing. If Justin Fields would be playing, but
my thing is, they ain't good.
You know, after that loss, I told you the same thing last year. What happened to them last year?
They won that run.
They went on that run. When they lost to Auburn, they went on that run. That was the best. To me, that was one of the best teams it was.
But what'll make Georgia better to me, a better shot at beating Alabama, even if Fromm was playing, if Justin Fields would been splitting reps. He ain't getting enough reps.
Well, you can't. The thing about it, when they say you have two quarterbacks, you don't have now. But I don't think you can win a game when you rotate quarterback. I know Florida did in 2006 with Tim Tebow. Tebow was only coming in and running the ball. I just don't think you can run. And Clips they had to make a decision. You cannot. You are hamstringing your offense when you are running two quarterbacks in over and over. I don't think that works. You have to
two
stick.
voices in the
You have to stick with one and go.
There's two voices in the hall. Anytime there's two voices in the hall, they're not the same.
And I like Georgia. I think Georgia is the second best team in college football, but you're not going to beat Alabama. I don't. I
want to see Georgia run the football against Alabama,
and they did. If you watch that championship game, that's the difference between them and Clemson. That's why I say I think they can handle Bama better than Clemson, because Clemson, one thing Clemson hasn't been able to do against Bama, even in the championship wins, is run the football. Other than the quarterback runs, they have started them up front. Last year they couldn't do a damn thing on the ground. Even like I said, the two championship seasons, they couldn't do nothing on the ground. It was the quarterback run that really hurt them. So the difference is, if you watch that championship game last year, Georgia ran the ball against they can run the ball.
They can run, but they got it. But
they
stayed with it a little bit too long, and then they didn't make adjustments on defense. You know, when they came in, they didn't make adjustments. Once Tua got in the game,
they
were shell shocked.
They didn't see that coming.
Nobody saw that coming.
But also that play, if you look at it, go back to it and before the film, they didn't know who was covering who.
But that's another thing. But that's another thing.
That's
bad coaching.
That was bad coaching. Ain't no way that's because you played cornerback in
I played safety.
You played safety. You know good well. If you and that was in a cover 2 at the time.
Cover 2.
You already know that safety know he's got to be able to, and he was not.
Yeah.
It was not.
It was just bad. It was bad all the way around.
Bad all the way around.
But the reason why it was a game because Georgia could run the
football.
And that's why I think it's different between Clemson and Alabama.
And that's how
I don't think
that's how Georgia came back and beat.
I don't think
Clemson. You remember the game before that when Georgia came back and beat Oklahoma.
They ran the ball.
They ran the ball. Oklahoma jumped out. They ran the ball.
Even though I got Clemson as the third best team in my, because I got Alabama. Like I say, I only got 4 teams. Reason why I got, like I say, Georgia on the outside in because of Notre Dame being undefeated.
Well, Georgia got one loss, so I understand
so that's the only. But really, technically, I could see Georgia. I still
Georgia can play with Alabama.
They can only play out. That's why in my mind I still got them as number 2
no
in my mind.
But I
can't put them in because Notre Dame.
So I guess we'll get a chance to see.
They play that week. Matter of fact, I meant to tell y'all, if you want to come to my house that week, I'm having a football party, championship party right here at my house. I have wings and meatballs and sandwiches and drinks right here in that week for championship Saturday. You know how we do it. The Big 12, the Big 10, all the championship games next Saturday at my house. If y'all, you watching, you're welcome to come over too. No admission, no charge. You can come over here and chill with me this weekend.
Because I don't think Clemson would stand a chance of that.
I'm not buying that, but I understand why you would say it.
The one thing about I like that argument about how some Georgia can run that football. And
because you just said you can't run the ball on it. You think that Alabama's going to sit and let Sunshine throw the ball all day long?
But one thing about Clemson. And so we haven't seen nobody get after Tua. And Tua, he been banged up, nicked up.
Well, we have seen him. He don't got some shots. He don't. Now Missouri hadn't hit. He took.
Oh yeah,
that's the reason why he was hurt.
That's what I'm saying.
He don't got some shots.
Consistent pressure.
But I'm talking about he taking those shots.
Mississippi State took some shots. Hit him hard.
He ain't taking those.
He wasn't limping. They carried him to that tent. How many times in the Mississippi State game?
He was already banged up.
That's what I'm saying.
But they was hitting him.
Look, Boston College. The reason Boston College lost to Clemson is because number 42 took the quarterback out.
He knocked him out of the game.
Knocked them out of the game. Early.
Wow, knocked him out
early. And I'm telling you, Clemson just come. And then one thing that Clemson got also, man, is
but if you throw the ball, we know
Clemson. But this is the thing about Clemson they got the receivers. I mean, we already talked about that. They only their receivers 4 and 5 stars.
Yes, sir.
All of them 6 something except for two guys. Humphreys. I'm sorry, but not Humphreys. But Renfro is a 2-star. He's just 5'10". The other guy, that's what I'm saying.
He's great on third down.
Justin Ross,
6'4".
Ross the beast.
But then they got other guys, man. All those receivers they got, all of them are 4s, all of them 4 stars or higher, and they're over 6 feet.
Why they call it wide receiver?
Wide receiver, now.
I agree with it, but at the same time,
so that's what he's doing. And then this is the thing about it also. They throw the ball so often, but They
They should be a run. Clemson should be a run first team.
Because ETR is a beast.
They trying to showcase Trevor Lawrence way too much.
But we knew that when they signed it coming in, they but if they want to be successful,
they should be a run first football team and play off the play action.
Feaster,
not be out there 3-4 wide receivers.
They want to show they all they've been bragging about their boy arm. They want y'all to see his arm. They can care less.
They got Feaster, they got Etion, they got Feaster, they got Choice.
But Davis, the freshman. Is that his name?
Yeah, Davis.
I thought Dixon.
Dixon, number 20.
Yeah. They got some bags.
He got bags.
He's about one of the best to me. After
he don't get no touches.
He's the best. After Etion, he don't get no touches.
I agree, but if I'm showcase the quarterback, I'm not gonna run the ball.
But that's gonna get them beat. Yeah, because to me, they should be a run first football team. If Clemson with this commit to the run,
the ball off right now to Etion. Nobody can talk about him for the Heisman.
Yeah, absolutely. He don't have enough carries. Just look at his carries.
He ain't gonna get the ball enough though.
That's what I'm saying.
7 yards. He gets 7 yards a pop.
He's big and he's fast. But he got that gear.
But that's not their offense.
That's what they want to do is showcase Lawrence.
But that's not their offense.
That's why
the offense predicated around sunshine.
That's why I think Georgia's a better matchup because they will run the ball. They will commit to running the ball because what you do to an offense like Alabama's they're supposed to this year, you keep them off the field. How you do that? You run the football.
But so we're saying Clemson and Alabama.
Part 4.
Possible.
I ain't saying that. I'm not saying that.
Do you think Michigan can beat Clemson or Alabama? Do you think Notre Dame can beat Clemson or Alabama?
I'll tell you what. My prediction, better choice with Michigan is after tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll know more.
More of what? This is a good game. This is their measuring stick. Right here.
We didn't get your prediction on Ohio State, Michigan. By the way,
yeah, you went in here.
Michigan, Ohio State.
What's your prediction? What do you see happening tomorrow in the shoe?
I don't know, man, because Urban Meyer.
I couldn't go against him, man.
Urban Meyer, you know, that's why I say, Harbaugh's a good coach, but then Urban been doing it for a while in college. I think he know how to make sure that his team is prepared, but they can't turn the ball over. They can't play sloppy. I want to say Michigan, but I think Ohio State's beat them in this upsets.
The apple cart. I mean, just we'll throw everything out of rails. I want to see it just because I like chaos. I want chaos. I do want Ohio State to beat Michigan because this because it can change that score because the same four teams been the same for the last few weeks, and we all just assume Clemson, Alabama, Michigan, Notre Dame.
But once again,
I want chaos.
And then look what we're talking about, man. Like, we'll win a game. Northwestern.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Either way, Northwestern ain't gonna
look,
win.
Pitts.
They got bye weeks in the championship game. They got bye weeks. Hey, but y'all still come to my party. I know 2 games don't mean nothing, but that Bama and Georgia game is worth the price of admission.
You know what I'm saying? Pitt. Pitt.
That's not worth the price of admission.
Yeah, I mean, Michigan, Northwestern, Ohio State, Northwestern.
But we don't care about those 2 games. It really boils down.
You want to see Georgia and Alabama tomorrow? That's gonna be fun.
That's the only game. That's the only game where the viewers is gonna be high.
And that's the key. That's the only conference. That's the only conference.
Ohio State,
that's the only conference. The SEC. That's the only conference. The SEC is the only conference from top to bottom, probably better than the AAC. From top to bottom. From top to bottom. I'm serious. From top to bottom.
I hear you, AAC. By the way, he's a South Florida fan, so that's the ACC. Man, we want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching, man. It's been a crazy show. We talked about a lot of things. I'm going to go around and tell you, we'll get last word from everybody before we get out of here. Any last word, sir?
Mariota, please show it. Right? Please.
It's a national TV game. Don't get embarrassed.
I mean, it was different last time, but, it could be, because this time, we beat the Texans at the beginning of the year.
Yes, you did.
And but now they've been on the road.
They hot.
But honestly, I'm glad we got punched out this week.
Humbled. Humbled.
Man, dude, I was in my recliner just like this, man.
Put something on y'all last week.
It was bad, man. It was horrible, but I'm glad that happened. Hopefully, things will be.
You sorry? Any last word before we get out of here?
Yes. North Carolina, Duke. I can't wait. Virginia. I can't wait until the ACC kick off in basketball right now.
Yeah.
I know we're talking.
Gonna be fun.
The Stars and Duke. But North Carolina, Virginia. I can't wait till the ACC start.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. I think the SEC, Tennessee, pretty decent also. So I know we're in football season. I know we're in NBA basketball, but college basketball is here. And so I love college basketball. You know, I love the NBA, but I really love college basketball. So ACC, you know, for ACC and basketball. But so it's here. So enjoy. This is the best time of the year right here. You know, basketball, football, holidays. Yeah.
And last words. Appreciate you coming through for the first time on the YouTube edition.
Glad to be here. To all my Duke fans, don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged for one loss. You got to think. I mean, I agree. You sometimes you need a humbling loss. And right now, I'm not shaken by that loss, and I hope they're not shaken. You just got to make some change. I agree, Buck, that ACC is going to be crunk. It's going to be some big games. February 20th and March 9th, I already got it marked down because that's one of the greatest rivalry of all time in college basketball. So so that's going to be great to see two powerhouses going at it, and that's all I got. Just Duke fans, don't worry. I mean, hey, we got a lot of basketball.
Let me give you my poll question. I had the Cowboys win the NFC East, and of course, as expected, because there's so many haters on Facebook. 61% said no, 39% said yes. I say yes. I'm trying to figure out how y'all believe Colt McCoy and the Eagles are dead, and the Eli Manning is 2 years ago. But I digress.
Cowboys are hitting their slide.
I'll be back Monday for Overreaction Monday. It'll be championship week in college football. We will know a lot more with Ohio State, with Michigan finally get it done, with Harbaugh get it done over Urban Meyer. Gamecocks looking to try to avoid getting blown out. Florida trying to break a 5-game winning streak against Florida State. It should be fun tomorrow. I will see you guys on Monday. I am out.
Do you feel the vibe?